How you doing? Welcome back to another video. I'm Kevin for habitsv2.com. Today I want to talk about alcohol and the law of decimation multiplied. Now, the law of decimation was something to do with Roman times, with the Roman legions, and basically it was a way of dealing with mutiny or betrayal in the legions. You know, if the soldiers were trying to run away, they would do this, and basically what they took was a cohort, which was roughly 480 men, and they divided them up into groups of 10, and then each group of 10 had to choose straws, and whoever got the shortest straw, they were the one that was executed. And they were usually executed in a really barbaric way, you know, stabbing to death or clubbing to death or something like that. And it was just a way of maintaining discipline within the ranks. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this in terms of alcohol is that roughly 10% of the things that will happen, between a tenth and a fifth of the things that will happen in your life will be things that go wrong, right? So out of all the things that you do in your life, just going through life, a normal experience, full-witted, you know, compos mentis, with everything about you, you know, using your full faculties, between 10 and 20% of everything that you do will go wrong, right? And the reason I'm talking about that is because once you add a drug into the mix, like alcohol, then you're multiplying that. So instead of 10 or 20%, we're talking about this. Another guy who was talking about this was Pareto's law, which was called the 80-20 rule. So sometimes it's 80%, 20%, other times it's 90, 10%. And when you add a drug to the mix, when you add something that is dumbifying your brain, that is slowly turning you into a half-wit, a lot more things will go wrong. So instead of that 10 or 20%, you're turning it up to 30%, 40%, or 50%. And what happens when you get to a stage where no matter what your best efforts are, everything seems to be going wrong in your life? And that was me when I was stopping. It just seemed like everything I touched turned to shit. Not because of the actions that were being taken, but because of my values in life. I mean, your values are your reality. What you value in life is going to determine how your reality is. And it's just that kind of perception that I think people need to look at, you know. So, you know, alcohol is really a form of desertion from yourself. It's a desertion from your own responsibilities, from your commitment to whatever it is in your life that you're committed to. It's a desertion from certain aspects of your own courage. It's a form of deliberately reducing your own abilities to react physically and mentally to anything that happens in your life. So if you can't react physically or mentally, or if your reaction times are slower, then you're weakening yourself. You know, have 100 people in a room, all of equal status, social status, all of equal birth, all of equal intelligence, and the ones that are taking drugs will be weaker in general. They will be the weaker of the bunch. Not the runts of the litter, but deliberate runts of the litter. You know, obviously the people who are on drugs at that time are going to be weaker still. You know, when your capacity to problem solve is reduced, then the amounts of problems that you can solve are reduced. When your awareness is reduced, I mean, just think about it from that perspective, that your actual awareness is reduced. You know, the awareness of just what's going on around you. You know, the more you get into this this lifestyle of drinking or any drug use, the more focused you become on that, and the less focused you are on the things that are happening around you. And that's going to affect you from a consciousness level, from a conscience level. You know, one of the reasons why people drink is so that they can turn off their intelligence, because you can't drink and suffer all the consequences that go with that and have your intelligence turned on, have your conscience turned on. So it's one of the reasons why people escape. You know, they're escaping not from life, but from their own intelligence, from their own conscience, that they know that they're doing this shit to themselves. They don't want to think about it. If you want help to stop drinking, we've got our program. It's a platform, habitsv2.com. It's everything that you need to stop under one roof. Right? We've got lots and lots of videos, step-by-step videos, taking you through the whole journey. And like I've said before, you know, I'm not just interested in getting you to stop drinking. I'm more interested that you don't go back, and that you change all the mindsets and everything else about yourself, so that you don't go back, so that, you know, you just would never think of doing it again. All right, take care of yourself, and I will speak to you again very soon. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.